Hello everyone, this is Tanina. I'm here with another video. This video is showing how I made homemade chicken pot pie. Um, I'm showing how I made the filling from scratch. I did not make the pie crust from scratch though, because I do not know how to make pie crust. And I just didn't feel like trying it at this moment. But let's get started with the video and see how this is done. So we start off with red potatoes. We diced them and boiled them in water and chicken broth. Then I cleaned some boneless chicken breast and sliced it up rather than cube. I just wanted to be a little different, you know. Added some oil, salt, pepper. I think it was Cajun spice, garlic powder, and onion powder. Honestly, you can put whatever you want inside of here to season the chicken. This is cooking. It's not like I'm baking a cake or something where you have to be specific. You can just let it flow, whatever you feel, you know. But yeah, these are the seasonings that we put on the chicken. And once the seasonings were on there, we mixed it up and put it to the side. When I'm saying we, I'm talking about my niece, because my niece Tiara helped me do this and helped me make the video. Hey, Bill. So we take the frozen vegetables, the corn, the carrots, and the peas, and we rinse them off. We want to rinse the ice off so when we put it in the filling, it doesn't thin it out. And we put it to the side. Now we got a hot pan. We're putting oil inside so we can cook the chicken up. I did it by batches, you know, so it could all be cooked. And I just felt like it would be cooked a little faster if I did it little by little. But yeah, so cook the chicken up. Make sure that the chicken is fully cooked because you don't want to have raw chicken inside this pot pie. Somebody will get sick. So, and make sure the potatoes are done too, like right before they're done. Take them off the heat. This is me being fancy, thinking I'm doing it. But anyway, once the chicken is finished, or finished cooking, I'm sorry, I took the chicken out and I put it in a container and put it to the side for when it's time for it to go into the filling. That was the juice that was left over, and I poured it into a bowl and put it to the side as well. I want to use that in the filling, just to give it more flavor, you know. So we drained the potatoes. They were all done. Again, make sure they're not too soft, but right before they're done. Now it's time to make our filling. Our cooked chicken, cooked potatoes, and the vegetables. We're about to make a roux. A roux is a thickener that's made with fat and flour. So I put butter at the bottom of the pan, and I used the oil from the chicken drippings and put it in there as well to give it some flavor. And I'm going to put onions and celery inside of the oil and cook those down until they're soft or translucent, or you know how that is. Just saute them down. Once that's done, I put flour inside of there. It was more flour, as you're about to see right now. Yeah, right here. And it's really, really thick. That's fine. That's how thick it's supposed to be, because once all the other liquid goes in, yeah. So now I'm putting in the drippings from the chicken, whisking it around real fast so it doesn't make any lumps. And then I'm going to add chicken broth. We were making a lot of this because we're making 2 deep pans of it, so this is why it looks like so much. But yeah, it was like 2 containers of that almost too. And then we put in milk, and that milk makes it creamy, like the chicken pot pie, you know, taste or whatever. So now we're adding our seasoning spices. We were supposed to put this in during the roux process, but I forgot, so I'm doing it now. The first thing you saw was thyme and then parsley. And that was black pepper and Cajun seasoning again. It's also some more garlic and more salt. I forgot to record the salt and the garlic, and not too much salt either, because you don't want it to be too salty. So, mix it together. We tasted it, and we felt like something was missing. So my niece suggested we put bay leaf in. So we put 2 bay leaves in until it got thick. Once it got thick, we took the bay leaves out. Please take the bay leaves out. They're not edible. You have to take those bay leaves out. It's just for you know, flavor. So now we put the chicken in. I put the chicken in first because I wanted all the chicken to be in there. I wanted to be a lot of chicken in the pot pie. Of course, because the chicken pot pie. Then we put the potatoes in, the cooked potatoes, and then we put the vegetables in. We didn't use all of these vegetables that you see right here. It was a lot that we opened, but the rest just got, you know, put in the freezer for later. But just enough to make it look pretty. See how pretty that is? Alright, so next, I'm unrolling the pie crust. putting the pie crust at the bottom. As you can see, it's deep pans. You want to make 2 deep pans. But I use 1.5, I think, to fill up the pan. Just however much you need. Put it at the bottom. It doesn't have to be pretty. And then we fill it with the chicken pot pie filling. We're going to fill this all the way up to the top. And then we're going to, look at that. I'm sorry, I had to stop. This is so pretty. Look how this looks so good. Oh my goodness. So anyway, we take the pie crust and we put it on top. And I just folded the edges. Again, I didn't want it to be pretty. If you want it to be pretty, let it be pretty. I wanted to be a little bit more rustic. So then I made an egg wash with an egg and a little bit of water and brushed the top of the pie crust. Then I put some slits in there, just to give it some breathing room and a little, little design. And then once that was done, I sprinkled the top with salt, pepper, and garlic. Again, you don't have to use too much salt, but yeah, I just don't want somebody making it be extra salty. You don't have to. So this is it going in, and this is what it looks like before I pulled it out. When I say these pot pies were so good, they were bomb. Now again, I don't have a specific recipe, but I feel like this is more like cooking. You just baking to cook the pie crust. Like, you can put whatever seasonings you want in there. You have more freedom when you're cooking versus when you're baking or something. Baking, you got to be more specific. But this, you don't have to be. It'll be fine. But yeah, this turned out really, really good. It really did. And yeah, everybody loved it. And I will be making this again. So yes, thank you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. Please, please, please. This is my video on homemade chicken pot pie, and thank you for watching. You have a nice day. Goodbye.